Welcome to Gatwick. You join us just a few moments after Joseph Parker and Kevin Barry, his trainer, have touched down ahead of the fight with Dillian Whyte a week on Saturday. I remember when you came for the Joshua fight, and one of the first things I asked you was, are you happy with the referee? I'm going to ask you the same thing, both of you. Do you know what about the referee for this one?
I believe my team will take care of it, and I always trusted my team. And I think from the past, with the last fight and the experience we had with that, they will definitely correct it. And I think Kevin can touch on that a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, do you want a referee who is a known quantity to you, Kevin?
Oh, most definitely. All we want is a fair referee. We want one of the best referees that the BBBOC can offer. And I think we've been pretty hard done by in our first two previous fights here in the UK by the referees. So this time I'd like to think they would give us a classy guy, someone who won't be an interference for the fight, someone who will let the fight go.
So a non-Brit, a neutral referee, and someone who's officiated at this level.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's plenty of good British referees. Let's just choose one of them.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that's a nice concession. Joseph, I want to ask you about something Kevin has said. He often uses the word redemption about this fight. Is it redemption for you, and if so, why?
You know, when we came off the last fight, it wasn't a performance everyone wanted or the fight everyone wanted. And we're here to show that we're at the top level, and we have made some adjustments and improvements. And we're not here to muck around. We're here for war. And like I said, we got a great game plan going into this fight. But if I have to stand there and mix and change with him, and throw it up, then I'm willing to do that.
It was an intense technical argument, maybe. That was how I saw the fight with you and Anthony Joshua. I know at the end of it, you probably felt you could have done a few more rounds. You weren't particularly marked up. Dillian Whyte has said you were content to come second, in effect. I want to give you a right of reply on that.
Listen, he can say. He likes to play mind games, and he's very good at talking. He tries to say things to get in your head and say things that, sometimes it's rubbish that comes out of his mouth. But I respect him, and I'll let him say whatever he wants to say, and when I'm in the ring, I want to bash him.
And did you learn, though, from that fight? You've admitted yourself, maybe you need to be able to execute a plan B if plan A isn't working.
We've got so many plans in place, so if A isn't working, B isn't working, we've got C, D, and so on.
Okay. And while I'm on the subject of what Dillian Whyte says, Kevin Barry, he says you're a control freak, that, I don't know, you're overweening on the man you train here.
Well, I tell you what, I like to be in control, and I also like to take care of all the detail, and it's the sort of person I am. But as far as being a control freak and speaking for Joe, I think Joe can speak for that.
Okay.
Look at Joe. Joseph Parker says exactly what he means when he wants to, and I don't need to talk to Joe. My job is to train Joe.
Fair enough. Just to finish, a couple of quick ones, Joseph. It is going to be Anthony Joshua against Alexander Povetkin. What do you think of that as a contest?
I think it's a good fight for him, but I still think that it's a fight that he can. No, he's a champion and he can win comfortably, but he just has to trust in what he can do and perform well.
Does the winner of Joseph's fight get a world title shot by the end of 2019, would you think?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is not a mandatory fight, but I believe this is for the people's mandatory. The winner of this fight will be on a short line to fight the winner of Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, and that's why we were prepared to take this fight on 7 weeks' notice, and that's why I believe Dillian Whyte's camp were prepared to take this fight, a fight that any other time they didn't want to take. This is a real boxing fans fight. This is an exciting fight, and as soon as this fight was made, I know that Dillian Whyte has the style to bring out the best in Joseph Parker, and you're going to see a far more physical, a far more purposeful, a far more motivated Joseph Parker in this fight. We're excited and we can't wait.
Just finally,
exactly what he said. I'm here to rumble. Let's get it on. There's no, when we'll get face to face, I'll test him out and see what he's about. But I'm ready to throw hands.
Okay. Well, you're very welcome back to the UK. Nice to see you guys. And it is quite clear they're here on business.